Hi, nothing fancy, home canning here. Just wanted to pop on and give you a short demo here on making homemade vanilla extract. I went on Amazon and I ordered me some vanilla beans. You can see the label here. They're 4 to 5 inch extract grade vanilla beans from Madagascar. They're my favorite. I just like a Madagascar vanilla. So they give you some instructions here on what to do, but I don't follow all of that. I'm just going to kind of tell you what I do. You can always follow what they say if you'd like. But I'm giving you a picture here of my jar. This was my jar that I have had going with vanilla beans in it for probably 2 years or more now. I use it down about halfway and then I re-top it off. Just recently when I got these new beans in, I did put some fresh beans in because the other ones had been in there 2 years. So I just added some fresh beans in there. I left the old ones in there. I just leave it in. It gets nice and amber color. And because I just topped this off the other day, it's not as dark as it usually is. It's usually very, very dark. So here is one of the bottles that I just did the other day with the other pack of 25. So this has only been in the vodka alcohol that we use to make it for 4 days at this point, and you can see it's already starting to get color from the vanilla beans. So in there is 6 vanilla beans. I found these really cute jars at a thrift shop for 50 cents a piece. I love that I'll be able to pour out of them. This it's hard to pour out of. I usually just scoop my measuring scoop into it. So other than vanilla beans, the only other thing you need is some vodka. I'm not sure if I'm allowed to show the, brand or not, but I buy the cheapest vodka at the liquor store. Cheap, cheap, cheap. You want a potato-based cheap vodka. It makes the best vanilla, and I think you'll find out anywhere out there on the internet. It will tell you cheap, cheap vodka with the vanilla beans, and actually on here use inexpensive name brand vodka. Inexpensive, don't know, don't really care what the name brand is, just cheap vodka. All right, nice and clear. And all you do, very, very simple, I added 6 beans to this jar. Now, I don't know, somewhere out there in the internet world, it's going to tell you how many beans per ounce. The label actually does tell you that. I don't follow that. I just do what I feel is a nice amount of beans to get me a great vanilla extract that someone can keep adding to, and maybe in a year add some extra beans to it to keep it going. So there's the one I just filled tonight with this bottle of vodka. It has 6 beans. Fill it up, and then I'm going to cap it. Now, 2 things about capping this vanilla extract. One, it says you can shake it daily. I do not do that. I just put this in the pantry. I am not going to use this for a good 8 weeks. I want it to sit. I want it to steep. So it'll be over 8 weeks. I'm actually making these now in the end of September, October, because I want to give them as Christmas gifts. They will be a beautiful amber color by Christmas. So that is something you can't use right away. You do have to give it some time to steep in that vodka and to flavor it with that rich vanilla. I'm telling you, once you use a homemade vanilla extract in your baking and your cooking, you will never want to go back to the artificial or the other ones from the grocery store. So it is super cheap. This bottle was 10 bucks. The vodka was 10 bucks. And I will get 4 large vanilla extracts out of that. So this is, if you can imagine, this is one of those coffee jars. I had drank some coffee, iced coffee, and just recycled the jar, washed it up. I have the lids to go on them. And that's going to become a bottle of vanilla extract. The only other hint I have for you is this one here of my own at home. I used to have a ring and a flat on there, But with this vanilla extract being homemade, I don't know if it's out of the bean or out of the vodka, but there is something that is sticky and sweet. So I want to say it's out of the vanilla beans, but my rings and flats would get stuck to the point where I had to run it under really hot water to just get this jar open. So I went to this plastic cap. I put it on, put it back up in the cupboard, and guess what? It's stuck again. So my tip for a homemade vanilla extract like this is to take the inside of this cap and use an all-natural, I use coconut oil. Rub a small amount of coconut oil on the inside of that jar lid. You can even do the rim, not the rim, but the threads of the jar. So like the edge here, I made sure that had coconut oil, and this had coconut oil. The coconut oil is not going to hurt your vanilla at all. Coconut oil doesn't go rancid on you. So definitely, if you wash up your lid at some point, make sure you re-coconut oil or re-oil this ledge. I don't recommend the ones that will go rancid, like your vegetable oils and stuff. Definitely use a pure organic coconut oil. And then your threads with that oil, then put your lid on. Because if not, you're going to have a nice time trying to get that open. So there you go. Nice, easy, simple vanilla extract. Thanks a lot.